Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here, back with another installment of fragrance reviews. Thank you so much for joining me today. My content, if you're new for the first time here, is mostly fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle videos, and I also throw in some vlogs. But in a nutshell, this channel is about anything and everything that I'm passionate about. So if that sounds like something that ticks your boxes and you're interested in it, please do consider subscribing. I'd appreciate you becoming a member of this family. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back. I also see the support you guys gave me on Instagram, so I want to give again another shout out on my Instagram page. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do follow me, and make sure to leave a comment that you've come from this channel and I'll give you a follow back. My Instagram handle is CeeChronicles, only without the talking sense. So CeeChronicles on Instagram. Hit that follow button, and then let me know that you've come from this channel and I'll give you a follow back. Now today we're talking about these two fragrances from Lattafa. Okay, I've been on this Lattafa Pride collection for a while now. I think basically the month of August I've featured a number of these. I have two here for you. I'm going to review them off these samples. These are 20 ml samples. Reason why, when I was checking my drawer, I noticed that this one was leaking badly, so I thought, oh my god, so anyone who has these samples, just make sure to keep them upright, because this Hala one was leaking, and yeah, for that reason I'm going to just review off this, because this one already is scented as a box. This one is not. I'm going to start with the feminine one, Afaq, but we're talking about Afaq from Lattafa Pride collection and Hala from Lattafa Pride collection. I could be mispronouncing this one, but that is because if I pronounce it the way it should, it might come across as a curse word. So it's spelled AFAQ, if I'm not mistaken. Now I'm going to spray this one. I already have it on my arm, but I'm going to try to spray it again, just to kind of remind myself. Okay, I'm going to give it a fresh spritz there. I already have it on my arm. Now, this is a sample. The bottle is glamorous. It has glass. I'm going to obviously put the full bottle there. The top of this fragrance has pear and cassis. And then in the mid, it's got tuberose and jasmine. And then it dries down, or in the base, it's got the cashmere and there's some sandalwood. Okay, so what I get from this fragrance is an opening that is very pear-like in nature. It's sweet, fruity, fresh. Okay, almost like an aquatic tone to it, but it doesn't... It doesn't end up as an aquatic fragrance, but you get that in the top. It's like that bubbly, very happy pear that feels as though it's swimming in water. That is what I get. Okay, a beautiful floral soft cassis is complements that top again of that pear. So you're gonna have an opening of the pear and the cassis, obviously, and then immediately you get into the tuberose and the jasmine, and that is at the mid. Now the tuberose here is very luxe and feminine in nature. I think if you're into fragrances, tuberose is very feminine leaning in most cases. Okay, but what I get here is a very feminine tuberose. It gives it like a super like girly, not girly rather, but let me say feminine. Okay, because if I say girly, this might then put this fragrance in a bracket of, oh, then it's a youthful fragrance, and if I'm older I can't use it. No, this is an all-rounder. I get a very luxe fragrance with like a milky, almost creamy tuberose, but this tuberose doesn't turn this into a lactonic fragrance. So if you don't like milky fragrances, this is not a milky fragrance, but I just have to point it out that the tuberose in here comes across as, it's a bit creamy. It has a luxe nature to it. If the sort of the tuberose in here, if I must give an example, comes across as like the tuberose in Marfa by Memo. So if you've got that perfume and you use it, it does have like a very creamy forward tuberose. That's what I get here. And I'm not saying that this fragrance is a dupe of Mimo Marfa. Don't buy this fragrance expecting that. I'm just giving you, in case you have used that fragrance, you know this is the tuberose, that's how this tuberose he's blended here. The jasmine is rich and a bit soapy leaning, but not too soapy. But yeah, I have to mention that there is some soapiness going on there, but it's not going to be so soapy. Okay, just for the people who want clarity on that. It is a very pear tuberose forward fragrance, with a dash of like just a touch of spices. To me, it's not too spicy. I wouldn't class this as a very spicy scent. It doesn't lean Middle Eastern, very Western to my olfactory senses. Okay, and it's let me just point this out, because this actually happens to be a favorite, my personal favorite, and this is not because I came here with the Lattafa Pride collection. It is my personal favorite, followed by I'm forgetting this name, I think, followed by the one that I did not so long ago. What was the name of that one? Followed by this one, and then followed by the green one. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, Nebras gold and the green one, those are my favorites, but I'll put this one at number one. Reason why is, when I sprayed this, it kind of had similarities to this fragrance, okay? Just a tad bit. Don't go and buy this fragrance saying, C said it is a dupe of Atrap Rev by Louis Vuitton. It's not. But I do have Atrap Revs here, okay, by Louis Vuitton. Let me just show you my 2 ml sample. And it kind of has a little bit of reminiscence, like a reminder of this, but not too much, okay? So basically, all I'd say is, if you are a person, or if you love this fragrance family, if you love Atrap Raves by Louis Vuitton, you're probably going to like this. But this is more pay forward. The notes are not similar at all, but it is, to me, kind of just gives me, like, it reminds me of it, but I wouldn't say it's duping it. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now let's talk about Hala. Okay, this is Hala, and this is the masculine version. Now, if I didn't mention the longevity of the first one, which is the Afaq, it was 6 hours on my skin, 8 hours plus on the clothes. Really soft, pretty feminine fragrance, moderate sillage. It doesn't project that much. It projects the first hour, and then it just calms down, but you have this beautiful scent, you know, scent profile around you, like a beautiful aura. Now the next one is going to be this one. This is the reason why I came with the samples in the first place, because this one, if you could see, unfortunately my camera is just weird, but you can see here it's all spilt. Okay, so I'm not going to complain. These were free samples, so I'm not complaining, but if you have this, then make sure you just keep it safe. This, I'm going to just smell the box, because the box is damp. Honestly, this is the masculine version. The first one was a feminine version, at least to my nose. Okay, the top of this is nutmeg. The top of Hala, okay, is nutmeg and pepper, and then it's got the incense in the mid and the labdanum, and then pardon me, it's got the cedar wood in the mid and the ember, and then it's got the labdanum and the incense in the base, right? So what I get here is a fragrance that's very spicy. It opens up spicy, aromatic, a bit herbal, so it has those facets. Okay, if you're looking for something that is spicy in nature, you're gonna get this, get it from here. It is also ozonic as well in nature, and by this, I mean, it leans a bit aquatic. It is crisp, a bit clean, oceanic, in, you know, it has that oceanic feel to it. So definitely one of the aquatic ones out there, from Lattafa. And the use of spices here, the pepper, does complement the cedarwood there, because like I said, it does have cedarwood. Okay, so I think the use of you know, the pepper is to complement the cedarwood here, by keeping that soft theme. So the cedarwood here is not harsh, it's also very soft. So in general, this is going to be a very I don't want to call it light, because again, that is subjective. What I might say is light might be how my olfactory senses are translating it. To somebody it might be heavy, but to me, I don't get a heavy fragrance here. I get a herbal a fragrance, which is you know, it's very cold to my senses. I actually gave my daughter this box, and she also affirmed that. She said, this is a very cold fragrance, and I said, how did you even get into my senses? Because this is what I was getting. I'm getting a very cold fragrance to the senses. It's as though you're inhaling a very light camphor. Okay, so if you were ill, or you had a flu, or you bought like yourself like a little tin of Vicks, or is it a tin of little, I don't know, little teeny weeny Vicks there, and you just inhale it. Okay, there is that mental shortcut where you feel, you know, some cold, like a cold freeze into your brain. This is what I get from this fragrance. Okay, so but basically it keeps this soft theme all through. It is aquatic, it's cool, spicy, peppery there, light and medicinal in nature. And when I say medicinal, this is not too harsh. I know there's a use of incense in here. I was digging my nose looking for that incense. It's not smoky in any way. It just keeps that herbal, you know, aromatic nature to it. So you will have that incense, but nothing to write home about. If you don't like fragrances that turn smoky, this is not smoky in any way. Okay, it is just Gorgeous. The addition of amber here fails to make this a rich fragrance, I think, at least to my senses, because there is amber there. So it doesn't turn to being a rich fragrance. It just keeps that light, spicy, airy nature. So that is what I get. So in a nutshell, if you're wondering what Lattafa Hala is it's basically an aromatic, soft, cozy scent, little bit of incense there just to maybe tie things together, some cedarwood there to give it a slight woodiness thing going on there, you know, but definitely keeps that herbal theme there. Very camphorous, yes, in nature. Okay, it's very camphor, I don't know what that word, camphorous, whatever. Okay, but that's what you get from this fragrance. So if you smell some camphor, but not like an aggressive camphor, not like does have like hints of eucalyptus, but not too big or not too heavy on eucalyptus as well. So I do hope I'm making I'm giving you a mental shortcut here that will help you you know, to kind of figure out what this scent is about. So in as much as I've said all these words and, you know, this herbalness, it's spiciness, it's not a heavy scent. This is what I need to you know, make clear to you guys. This is going to be of your light fragrance, which again to me, because of this leans a bit feminine. If you like feminine fragrances, you are probably going to tolerate this, as long as you have put your nose on a lot of herbal fragrances, a lot of you know, a lot of aromatic fragrances. I'm going to give you a mental shortcut in case you've come across this fragrance, but this is not a dupe. Again, when I give you when I come here with examples of what this is going to be in the family of, please don't misquote me. I'm not saying it's a dupe of, but I'm saying if you put your nose on Sarah Jessica Parker's stash, okay, the way the aromaticness, the spiciness, if you check the nose, they're completely different. But if you put your nose on that and you've tolerated that and you like that, then you're probably going to kind of you know, be able to like this one. But it's not a dupe, although it does have that spicy thing in nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. I was here to talk about these two fragrances, guys. Afaq by Lattafa Pride collection, and this one is feminine, at least to my nose, and then this one gives me unisex vibes, you know, this Hala, but it's marketed for men, I think, but it gives me unisex vibes. But who, you know, you use what you want to use. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have these two, guys. And like I said, be careful. One was leaking and it still is. So if you have these samples, don't lay them flat. Make sure they're upright, because this one was leaking and I lost quite a bit. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Like this video if you like it, and comment if you want to comment. Let's meet in that comment section. Let me know if you have tried any of these Lattafa fragrances, okay, this new collection. Let me know what you think. Turn on post notifications, that way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, guys, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.